Hello and welcome everybody. J-Man back for another music reaction. It's my Saturday. I hope you all are doing well out there, whatever day of the week it is for you. We have a Swiss cheese points request by Helga Hansen. He's been knocking my door down wanting to react to this song, so I can't wait to hear it. It's from a new artist, Ren, and the song is Hi Ren. So yeah, know nothing about the artist, nothing about the song. Let's go ahead and dive on in, see what we're talking about. uh, Pig Mask Butcher guy. Hi, Ren. Foreign music. He looks a little like an actor. Subs are kind of messed up on the song. I can take the subs off. Interesting. He reminds me a little of the guy that plays Scarecrow in the
Hi there,
Batman
it's been a
movie.
little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Rent on you, pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Bren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps.
Okay, quick pause here. I do want to get the lyrics pulled up over on my other screen here. Some of he's very easy to understand, but he's kind of a fast talker at places. So yeah, let me get the lyrics pulled up. Let's do this. Hang on, bear with me. Sorry. All right. So the first part, hi there, Ren. So I obviously I can tell that he's talking about addiction here, um, and it feels to me like before we get into the lyrics, I'm going to give my guess at what I've understood so far. I feel like he's talking about the addictive side of his brain, um, and a lot of people that face addiction, they talk about it as if there's this other person, like this devil on the shoulder sort of a thing. But it's like there's this other voice in their head. The real them knows they have a problem and they want to uh, they want to stop. They want to stop this addiction, whatever it is, whether it's alcohol, drugs, whatever it may be. Um, they want to stop taking this drug, but that other part of their brain won't let them stop. And it's very common for people who have addiction. So that's what I'm gathering so far. Let's check the lyrics out a little bit here. Songs like this, I definitely like to dive into the lyrics. and see what's going on. So, hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? So, I think we're talking about the addiction, right? So he had maybe been off of the drugs for a little while, and now the cravings are coming back. You thought you'd buried me, didn't you? Risky because I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, aren't you pleased to see me? It's been weeks since you spoke, bro. Since we spoke, bro. You know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd, not your place to lead me, not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Uh, Hi, Ren, I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. I've been making some progress lately and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just call step back and chill. I think that's about where we're at now. But I'll read this next verse. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those you think that those doctors are really there to guide you. So maybe not addiction. I'm not reading chat because I feel like Helga is probably telling me what the true story is here. I want to try to maybe figure it out for myself, and then I'll look at chat. But Ren, you sound more insane than I do. So this could be a psychosis thing. It could be somebody who has like psychotic breaks. It could be one or the other in my mind now, based on the way he's talking about doctors. So you think those doctors are really here to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect at always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program. See, that's the part that made me think addiction. So now I do think it's addiction, but yeah. So it may be pills that he had the problem with. And the doctors could be his psychiatrist or his therapist, right? And not, I mean, it would be obviously if he had psychosis, that would also be a psychiatrist. But people with addiction in today's world, you're going to deal more with a therapist than you are a psychiatrist. Therapists are not doctors. Psychiatrists are doctors. So that's why the word doctor kind of threw me off a little bit. You would see more of a psychiatrist to take medication to stave off psychoses, or those kinds of mental health issues. But yeah, so here we go. Take another pill, drown yourself in the sound of white noise, follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone, fucking dumb boy. Okay, I'm gonna stop there and we'll continue. Wow, a lot of lyrics. Holy cow, a lot of lyrics. All right, let me get back to where I was. Where were we? 10-step program. Where was that lyric? There it is. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Yeah, so far, very interesting guitar playing. Sorry, this is going to be a longer reaction. Helga did give me a little hint that this had to do with my line of work, which for those of you that are not familiar, I do have a bachelor's degree in psychology. I work for the behavioral health department at Cigna Insurance. And so this is a topic that is very near and dear to my heart. But yeah, when we get songs like this that are talking about these kinds of things, I really do like to really break them down and deconstruct the lyric and things like that. But musically, yeah, very cool, very interesting, sort of almost calypso style guitar plucking and strumming that he's doing. And it sounds like he's maybe Irish, or I'm guessing Irish. His or it could be that there's that other the other areas of Great Britain that have what is that area that has a very thick accent, like is it like Yorkshire or something like that? But he's definitely from, I would say, the UK. But yeah, anyways, cool music, cool guitar playing. I like the flow of the lyric. It's very kind of spoken word, almost rapish. So yeah, very cool. Enjoying the music, but really digging the story that's being told. That's really kind of where my focus is right now. But let's back it up just a smidge, and we'll keep on going.
Two, that makes one, so you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys ran nowhere.
Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics, or stats. I never.
Okay,
write
he's
books for the
British,
radio,
I
they
think.
never even
Not
play me, so
not
why would I
Irish.
concern myself with that. But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me, that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in.
He is
Mate,
British.
You sound so pretentious. Ran, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself.
Trust me.
You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal? Next Jimi Hendrix, forget it.
Man, it's not like that.
Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat.
No, it's not, man. You're wrong. When I write, I belong.
Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious. Eminem did it.
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
Man, you're not original. You criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material.
Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore.
Fuck you. I don't need you. I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself. I'm a genius. And I will be great. And I will make waves. And I'll shake up the whole world beneath us.
That's right, speak your truth. Your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you. I'ma fucking kill you, Ren.
Well, fucking kill me then. Let's fucking have you, Ren.
I'ma do it. Watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason. Beheading all kings, I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistophelies, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips, so you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal. Feeble and normal, you wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren.
Intentionally distorted or off-key notes there.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone, I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side.
interesting vocalizations. There's still quite a bit of time left, yeah?
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis.
Okay.
As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare. But there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings. It's got easy.
All right. So yeah, so the 10-step program thing threw me off. But as I was reading the lyrics, I was starting to lean more towards the psychoses kind of a thing. And then and as I got there, then the 10-step program line came in and it kind of threw me back off. But yeah, so he definitely, again, he mentioned in his little discussion at the end, you know, that battle with the angel and the demons in his head, which again, you know, that is something that happens with people who struggle with psychosis. People that struggle with different types of psychosis, you know, bipolar is when a person's in a manic phase. That's a type of a psychosis, and you know, the bipolar people are really hard to keep on their meds. Because a true bipolar, you know, two-ended bipolar, where they go through the waves of depression and then mania. They hate the depression side of things, but they enjoy the mania side so much that they don't like to take the meds, because the meds tend to sort of level everything out. Doesn't take everything away, but it makes the lows lower and it makes the highs it makes the lows higher and the highs lower. But I don't know exactly what type of psychosis he dealt with. He talked about having an autoimmune disease, which autoimmune, there are some ties, from what I understand, with certain autoimmune disorders and brain dysfunction. So yeah, I would have to look a little more into his exact psychoses and what he suffered with to give a more full and concise or direct impression of what's going on for him. But you know, I love the fact that he talks about you know, the more he fought it, the more he thought he was strong enough to get through this, the worse things get. And that's the way it is for a lot of mental illness, right? You know, you go through this problem, and you realize that there's a problem, which is the case for all things except for like schizophrenia. Almost all psychological diagnoses, a part of that diagnosis is whether or not you recognize that you have a problem or you don't. 90% of, and I'm just throwing a rough number out there, but 90% of mental disorders, part of that diagnosis is that you must recognize that you have that problem. That's a part of the diagnosis. people that suffer with schizophrenia, part of that diagnosis is that you must not be aware that you suffer the problem. People that suffer with schizophrenia, they're not aware that these things that they're seeing and hearing and imagining in their brain are not real. They believe they're real. Um, so it sounds to me there are other types of psychoses though. You can have a person that has psychotic breaks. It can be diagnosed with what's called schizoaffective disorder. So they're not always schizophrenic, right? They're schizophrenic is, the majority of the time they're having disorganized thoughts. They don't see the world the way that it really is. Their brain is tricking them into seeing and hearing things that don't really exist. A person with a schizoaffective disorder, they just have brief breaks with reality, and that's more what it sounds like he's describing. Because again, he talks about the way he talks about facing the problem by thinking he can just get through it and be strong. That would be more consistent with somebody who's aware that they have a problem, and they're trying to deal with that problem, but they're trying to deal with it in the wrong way by just moving forward and trying to be strong and not listening to the doctors, not taking their meds, things like that. So there's a ton of lyric here. I'm not going to actually go through that here on stream. The video here has already gotten quite long with this 9-minute song. But I definitely am going to go check out the lyrics afterwards. Yeah, very, very interesting song musically. I really liked his cadence and his style with the delivery of the lyric. He did move, excuse me, he did move into a section where he was actually singing, but most of it was in sort of that spoken word or rap sort of a style. But again, I wasn't focused so much on the musicality as I was with the lyric and the delivery of the lyric. And yeah, very powerful. I'm happy to hear that it sounds like he's on the better side of things for himself now. He's getting better and taking care of himself and doing what the doctors are telling him and things like that. So I have to give my usual when we do a song like this. Probably most of you are not here anymore. I should have done this earlier in the video. But please, if you're having issues, if you're struggling with depression, anxiety, irrational thoughts, things like that, go get help, please. There are people there to help you. You don't have to face this alone. Even if it's just reaching out to somebody that you care about and not going to a therapist right away, reach out to somebody that you care about and that cares about you, and let them help you get help. The worst thing you can do is to try to, like so many guys, the old macho-isms of, just man up and toughen up. You just got to fight through it. That doesn't work. All you do is end up forestalling that problem. You're just kicking the can down the road, and you're never reaching that destination of getting over your problem. So, please reach out for help. There are plenty in whatever country you're in. There are mental health hotlines. If there's not a mental health hotline in your particular country, there are national mental health. There are worldwide, global mental health helplines out there. Seek that out. Seek a friend out. Just whatever you do, don't try to take it on yourself. There are so many things in life that you just, as humans, we're not built to take on all things by ourselves. There are times when we need help, and that is the hardest part about mental illness or addiction or whatever. The hardest step, and I hear this all the time, and I know it for myself personally. The hardest step is that first step of reaching out for help. Doesn't mean that it's going to work every time, especially for people that suffer with addiction. they'll reach out for help and then they'll backslide, and then they'll reach out for help and they'll backslide. It happens. But you just got to keep reaching out for help. You can't just continue to think that you got this and you can take care of it. So please, 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 if you're having issues, if you're struggling, reach out for help. Lean on somebody. Let somebody take some of that burden off of you. So yeah, great request, Helga. I definitely enjoyed this. It's not something that I think I would put on a playlist to just listen to for the music of it. But I would certainly go back to this song multiple times to hear his story and the way he's delivering the story and things like that. So yeah, very cool. I definitely enjoyed it. YouTube, let me know what you thought down in the comments below. We'll be back for a couple more music reactions here for today. Hope to see you for those. But till we see you next, stay safe. Peace.